What up, everybody? You know what it is. Today is Thursday. Wait, is today Thursday? What's today? Wednesday? I don't know. Who cares what today is? I'm Richard Jefferson. This is your 2 p.m. takeover. We're working on a name for the show. So if you guys have any suggestions, we'll take smart ass remarks too. So we're looking for a name for this show. We're not going to keep calling it the 2 p.m. takeover. We're not going to do that. We're going to actually come up with something. I'm here. Is today Wednesday, Marcus? Okay, word. Shout it out. The Black Mr. Clean. Yeah, that's not sustainable. Oh, there's my guy. We're gonna jump in this. Oh, I'm excited to have this guest, the Jefferson Show. I think that might be taken. There might be some copyrights, some things that could be. Oh, there he
What's
is.
up?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited for my guest. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you, sir.
this is Super Duper Kyle. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good,
Okay.
chilling here, just enjoying my morning, got the coffee, got my Lakers gear on, ready to chat with a legend, man. It's nice to talk with you.
Honestly, I'm excited. It's not for me to call myself a legend, even though I agree with you. It's more of whether or not you are going to give us what we need today. You got your coffee, you got your hat, you're ready to go. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm excited. I'm just chilling in quarantine.
Okay.
This is about the most fun I'm probably gonna have all week. So
So what's your quarantine situation? Because I want to know, as an artist, man, are you writing like crazy? Are you taking your brain other places? Are you thinking outside the box for videos, for whatever?
Man, honestly, my quarantine situation when it comes to being creative, I feel like is not really, no, I'm not making a bunch of stuff every day. I am, however, planning how to roll out the stuff I already have, but
Okay.
I'm also like really just trying to keep my mind other places, you know what I mean? Whether it's video games, whether it's sports, like I'm kind of, as an artist now, I'm kind of leaning on other things besides music to like get me through the quarantine,
Well, what are you leaning on right now?
Right now, I am playing Call of Duty every day, and I'm also handing out ass whoopings in 2K if anybody wants to catch something.
I am trash.
You're trash?
I'm so trash. So this is the thing. I play games since I retired, because when I used to play, before I retired, I would take my Xbox on the road. So I would always keep a level of respectability, right? I got two now, so I can't. But once this thing went shut down, I got on the Warzone. I got going real quick. I'm getting better. I'm more shout out again. Everybody asks my gamer tag. I'm not afraid. It's Daddy Rich 24, right?
Daddy Rich 24. Right, cool. Let me write that down.
Okay, write that down. Shout me out, because I need some people to carry me in these 10-on-10 matches.
Oh, I'll carry you. I got me and my brother play like pretty much every day at 6:00. Me, my brother, and my friends, we play every day, and we get wins. Like, I'm probably already at like 13 dubs in Warzone.
See, that's the thing. And now I know my trick is to wake up and go. But it's tough, man. So, you start off with these trash guns. They nickel and dime you. So I was like, okay, I ain't broke, but I'm not going to start from scratch. So, like, I upgrade right now. I'm on the LMG heavy, right?
LMG is my favorite gun, honestly, to be real, is like, if you get an LMG and then you put some type of like thermal scope on there so you can really see what you're looking at. That's what you rock with.
Listen, I look, my biggest problem is that my accuracy isn't what it used to be. It's getting closer, but it was like I would have to unload a clip, and then when I would go to reload, somebody else come in. With that 100 clips, that 150, I take down entire rooms of people.
Entire spots.
Yeah, I'm getting wall bangs like it ain't nothing, right? It's like, oh, you want to go hide behind the wall? Oh, I'm just going to unload the full clip. My boy was laughing, right? I'm a straight noob. I have no problem with that, right?
It's cool. Honestly, I'm going to keep it solid. I think, like, more people, like, don't try to be something you're not. If you're not, like, don't pick a sniper if you don't know what you're doing. Like, just get the LMG. Get the LMG and just wall bang the whole room.
Wall bang the whole room. It's like that. We were pinned down, and some dude was firing at us, and my boy hat was to my left. And all he heard was 150 rounds go.
Yo, I mean, I'm gonna keep it solid. That's hold on 1 second. That is such a, it's definitely a new way of playing, but I respect it. I respect it.
But that's the thing though. Like, it's okay. It's okay to build your game up, right?
True.
Like, it's like, so, because this way you learn scopes, like the thermal scope. Oh, it doesn't matter. I see you, right?
Yeah.
It's cool. Now, don't get me wrong. I have some other weapons that I'm working on. Like, I switch back and forth. I'm doing some things, but like, I'm not going to just start off taking 1, 2, 3 kills in a game and then think that that's fun for me. Okay, so it's like, let me get to a weapon I know.
For sure.
And then let me go to work.
Yeah, you gotta play to your strengths. You know what's crazy is like I got the chance to play with this kid named Husker, who is like an actual gamer, right? Like, we're gamers, but then there's people who are just like
gamers.
Here, it's like I may play basketball, but it's not like the NBA. So I'm playing with this kid, and bro literally got 37 kills in the game with me, like 37. And look, there's only 150 people. You know what I mean? He took out damn near a third of the whole team, and I was like, yo, like.
But that's the thing. Is like, so Call of Duty. I'm not gonna sit here and we're not gonna critique Call of Duty. I don't know how this conversation got here, but that's sometimes. But like, when you see guys running around, jumping around, like no scoping people, just like, it's like, come on, that's not what happens with an actual sniper. But it's cool.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into it. So y'all can call me a noob, right? But at the end of the day, an LMG clearing out a whole room is more realistic than a dude running around just popping off people with a sniper. Like, come on. You know, that's more realistic. That's all. So we're not gonna get into it. But let's talk about your music, man.
Let's do it, man.
I'm gonna say this. You got 1.3 million followers on IG, and you have 3 posts. Right?
I know.
We need you to post more. I need you to.
I know. You know what?
Your content's great.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm way cooler in real life than I am on the internet. So I feel like I just like, I don't know. I don't always post because I don't know. I just don't care that much. I care about my fans, and I care about making music, and I care about like being like a cool person. But it's like illustrating that to Instagram. I sort of just do it when I feel like it. You know what I mean?
Outsource it. What you do, outsource it, have somebody record you. One of your boys just record you all the time, and then every once in a while crop it up. Because this is the thing, that's gonna help you sell. And this is an seller. Same thing. I didn't start Instagram because I wasn't a big social media person. I didn't start it till I retired. Now that means all these years, all the final runs, all these big games, I'm not accessing anything. And then when I retire, it's like, all right, I'm in the media, I might as well do it. And now you're looking at like, dude, you could have such a higher reach, man, and you are a talented individual. Don't leave nothing on the table.
I love that I'm getting Instagram outsourcing advice from Richard Jefferson right now. This is epic.
No, it's true, man, because honestly, when I listen to your work and I see what you do and I see how funny you are and how much fun you have, man, people will soak that up, man.
Big facts. Okay. Wow. Next business meeting I have, I'm bringing this up and be like, y'all talk to Richard.
I know you. We all
need to get the output up on Instagram, okay?
You got one of your boys with you at all time. That's always on his phone. Just like record everything, or give him a phone. You don't want him to have it on his own.
Yeah, I'm just here. Take this phone. This is an iPhone 4.
This is my phone.
Record everything.
This is my phone. I'm giving it to you. Record everything. Then you go through and click like, yo, that was funny, or no, that was just private.
I like it.
The fact that I'm giving a person with 1.3 million followers lets you know the way my morning is going right now. So tell me about your project that you said it's going to come out this year. Obviously, there's been a crazy time, but tell me about your project.
Yeah, so I have a whole album that's been done, and it was supposed to probably already be out, but COVID-19 had other plans. So I've been like kind of deciding to push it back just a little bit, but it's already done. It is the best piece of work I've ever made, and it features some of like the most awesome people I've ever met too.
Okay, give me some of the features. Can you give me
some of the features? All right, cool. I'll give you a lot of the features.
Give me all of the features.
I got you. So, I mean, it's just like, I feel like I always pride myself on being able to make a bunch of different types of music. So luckily I got to work with a bunch of different types of people. Like, I have one record with Bryson Tiller, like produced by Raphael Sadiq, which is just crazy. I have another record on there featuring Trippie Redd, you know, which is nuts. I I have a song with a real legend, Too Short, which I was really hype about.
Tell me about the Too Short joint.
Okay, all right, boom. So the Too Short joint it's the title track to the album. So I can't tell you the name of the song, but anyways, I have this beat and it's like one of the most banging songs I've done in like a minute, right? And I'd be like kind of doing some pop songs sometimes, but this is like for the streets.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, damn, I need to really go to the source of the streets for this one. And I'm from like California. So first thing that pops in my mind is Too Short.
Yeah.
And so I go to the studio with Too Short and I'm like hella nervous. I've never met Too Short before. You know, I'm tripping. Like, I wonder what he's going to be like. So I show up like thinking I need to bring like a bottle of Henny and like just try and be as cool as possible. And I get there and Too Short is really just sort of just like chilling by himself, watching sports. You feel me? He's like watching Sports Center and stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know, I guess I don't need to be like super thugged out. I can just like sort of kick it. And so now I'm kicking it with Too Short. And, you know, I start remembering how real Too Short's verses can get. They can get pretty turned up, you know?
Okay.
And all my music, I try to always send it like to the radio.
Yeah.
And so I have this song that I think is a hit, and I'm just praying to myself, I'm like, I hope Too Short doesn't like go too short on it. You know what I mean? And
He starts what Too Short does.
Bro, Too Short's gonna do what Too Short does, and that's what I realized. Because like by the first line, Too Short was saying something. I'm like, all right, boom, this is like the baby Kyle fans. There's no way they're gonna be able to listen to it. So I was in a weird predicament because I'm like, there's no way I can tell Too Short to censor himself because that's just like the rap gods will just never forgive you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you might as well quit if you say
you might as well quit. If I ever did that, I gotta retire. So I just have to let it rock. But it's literally the coolest verse I've ever heard. So it's kind of crazy, but it was funny. It was like a real moment.
So in doing my research, man, I'm scrolling through your Instagram and you had a moment and you were with Ice Cube. You was on a red carpet, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I there's O'Shea Jackson, the producer, the writer, and then there's Ice Cube and Doughboy. He gave you a Doughboy Ice Cube look super quick. You hit your arm on his shoulder, and he looked at you, was like, "Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, man. I don't know if you'd ever met him.
I saw, the way Ice Cube turned and looked at me, bruh, was so crazy. Like it froze all motor functions. Like it was Westworld or some shit. I just stopped. I was like, yo, maybe I'm completely tripping right now. All right, so just let me just explain myself. Okay, so I thought, and I didn't know this. It's funny, I called my dad later and he was like, yeah, son, you can't do that type of thing. What's wrong with you? And I thought like this was like, like I love this guy so much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the moment my elbow just grazed his shoulder, I felt this whole just rush of energy that was like, you just did something super wrong. And then Ice Cube looks at me, and bro, I saw straight red, like just red in his eyes. And he said it so calm too. He was just like,
"Don't do that.
Don't do that." But what I heard was, "I'll kill you." You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard.
See that? That's not O'Shea Jack. That was Cube. That was
Doughboy for sure. That was Cube from Players Club. That was Players Club.
I looked at your joint, and so I'm going through it, and I clicked on it. I was like, "Oh, Ice Cube," and he was like, lesson learned. But the funny thing, I laughed. I literally laughed out loud when that happened. When I'm watching it, like that was not like an LOL. That was literally laughing out loud. And I was like, meeting a legend like that and just being like, "Yo, what's up, homie?" And he was like,
"Bruh, I wanted to cry. Are you kidding me? My whole life was ruined after that." I was like, "Bruh." Like, and the only thing we could do to salvage it was like, I was like, okay, we have to take this and we have to make a funny video out of it. Because it was honestly funny when I watched the video back. But the reason I got put in that situation is because my friend, right, my best friend, his dad has sworn to know Ice Cube his whole life. So when I finally meet Ice Cube, his dad is damn near like my uncle. I'm like, okay, boom, I finally meet Ice Cube. I have to mention the person that I know.
Was it true?
They know you.
Are they fam?
Huh? apparently Ice Cube didn't know what I was talking about, so that's had me off guard. You know what I mean? So
Like,
then
I don't know what
that's
you're
the
talking
reason I did some dumbass shit like this. So I put a little bit of blame on him. I blame JJ.
Oh man, I promise you, dog. When I watched that, I felt for you. I felt for you because like I did the jump with Ice Cube the other day, and truth be told, like obviously like I grew up in that era, so I am a huge Cube fan. So I'm sitting there nervous, and just because like dog, like, it doesn't matter who you are, what you've accomplished. Like you meet people that meant something to you growing up.
And you're gonna stand out.
Yeah, and I was born in LA. So my mom went to Dorsey High School. His wife went to Dorsey High School.
Wow.
So that was like the one thing that we could kind of chop it up about. And so I'm sitting there just like, whatever, just having fun, whatever. But still, so when I saw, and again, you're still looking at like, yo, this is Doughboy. This is Ice Cube. This is NWA.
Yeah.
This is the rap game, right? This is the West Coast rap game.
Yeah.
So I just felt for you when that happened because I put myself in that position.
Man, it was... Bro, I can't even explain it. I mean, I was just I was just fanning out so crazy. But honestly, it kind of played, I always look at everything as a positive.
Yeah.
Like, one thing I can't take away from it is, like, if another rapper were to try and beef with me, I would be able to say, like, you might be scary, but I'm currently beefing with the originator of scary rappers. So there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? You can't add any fear to the equation. My fear level is already maxed out. Like, I'm already beefing.
It's like,
you know what I mean?
There's nothing you can say or do that is more embarrassing than what I've already experienced with Ice
Cube.
Cube.
Yeah, there's no, hey, like, it doesn't matter how many guns you got, bro. Like, I'm talking about Ice Cube, okay? I got stared in the face by Ice Cube. Like, that's as scary as it gets.
Yeah, that's scary. And it was like all the cameras. But look, shout out to you, man. Keep that energy. You were like, man, screw this. I'm going to post that. That's funny. Lesson learned. Everybody, let me give you a lesson on what not to do when you see Ice Cube, right?
Yeah, bro, I'm a genuine fan. That's the thing about myself is, like, my ego is not important to me. Like, I am a genuine fan. You know what I mean? When I see somebody I'm a fan of, like, I'm going to fan out. When you fan out, you end up doing dumb shit. That's true fanning out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I remember when I first met Kid Cudi for the first time, who I'm, like, his biggest fan. Like,
huge Kid Cudi fan.
Yeah, like, it was at Coachella, like, backstage, and he just got done with his set, and he's walking off, and everybody is just making room because they're like, oh, my God, it's Kid Cudi. I just have to back up. I'm, like, 18-year-old kid, I just sprint as fast as I can dead at him and just like, I'm like, I love you. Oh my God. Like, let's take a picture, like completely embarrassing myself. But, I do it because I'm actually a fan of somebody. I'm not going to try and look too cool. You know what I mean? Like,
keep that energy, man, because one day somebody's going to do the same thing to you and you're going to remember being that kid to them.
And I'm going to turn and look at him like Ice Cube did.
No, but you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, and then you're like, "Nah, I'm just messing with you." And then you're on the Ice Cube story. So look, we got some funny things here, man. I always do a "Would you rather" with our guests, and I appreciate Super Duper Kyle joining us today.
Hit me.
So, would you rather be super funny or super intelligent? Because very few of us are both.
Wow. I'm gonna keep it solid. I feel like I've already dabbled in both a little bit, but I'm going to say super funny because sometimes being super intelligent is just like annoying. We're like, okay, bro, we get it. You know everything. But now
no one's going to ever say, we get it, dude. You're super funny. They're too busy laughing.
Yeah, they're too busy laughing. Right. I'd rather be, I guess I'd rather be loved than feared.
Yo, no, I kid you not. On my thing, there is a question right there that says, would you rather be loved or feared?
Feared?
That was one of my questions. Would you rather? Number one on there is, would you rather be loved?
Be loved or feared?
And
loved, for sure.
So you already got that answer. Okay. Would you rather the Lakers win a championship or have the number one Billboard song for a week?
Damn.
Wow.
Look at you just putting me on the spot because it's like that number one. I've had that number one Billboard song for a week before, and that is, man, let me tell you, that is a feeling. That's a moment in time. But I love my Lakers so much, I'd rather see the Lakers win a ship.
Boom. Oh, okay. So you're going for the city of LA versus some like personal stuff, right?
For a personal goal, because don't worry, I'm gonna be fine. If I don't get it this time, I'll get it. I'll get it next time. Next song will be number one.
Okay, but you can ride out the Laker championship for a while.
For a minute.
Oh, okay. Okay, so tell me more about your fandom from LA, man. I know you're born and raised in LA, Kobe fan. Like, if you're born in LA, that means your family's from LA. So it goes back to the Magic, the Kareem.
Yeah.
What like tell me about your Lakers joy.
You know, I fell in love with the Lakers, obviously, like everybody else my age, like during like the 2000s, you know, with Kobe and Shaq, and just really the Lakers for me and my family were sort of like just a weekend. I mean, just like a ritual of something we got to do as a family, and we also got to watch them just be amazing. You know what I mean? It was almost like no matter what was going on in our life, good or bad, we always had this exciting fuel of knowing the Lakers were going to show out every single night, you know? So I just remember all those memories of me being like a little kid and seeing all the tall adults around watching, you know, Kobe in the finals and him and Shaq just going off, and, you know what I mean, watching Ori and watching Fisher hit those 3-point shots. It was just like so much excitement in such an early part of my life. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're real superheroes for the city of LA. That's what it felt like. But that's when I initially
they felt
fell
like
in love.
superheroes when they swept me out of the finals. They felt like superheroes. Felt like we were playing.
Hey, but yo, you have to think, you still, bruh, out of all the finals that you've lost, like the one that you won is arguably like the coolest finals to have ever won. You know what I'm saying? That was some crazy
Ladies
shit.
and gentlemen,
Like,
I did not pay him to say that. That is just the truth.
no, it's just facts.
But
It's just
thank you
facts
for
of life.
acknowledging that, right?
Yeah,
now,
it's
don't get me
just
wrong.
facts.
The Warriors whooped our tails twice, so that's part of it. But one time we had the
That one time, just
one
like
time.
that one time is almost better than like both of their other wins. So, you know.
Okay. Would you? Ooh, okay, here we go. I got a good question. Would you rather win against Drake for a Grammy or do a collab album with Drake?
Whoo! Well, one of them significantly increases my bank account. So, you know, Drake is also one of my heroes. So even more than me, like, beating him or winning over him, I think I'd rather do a collab album with one of my heroes. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be fine. I'm going to get that Grammy after. You know what I mean?
No, that's not. I appreciate that, but you got to keep that mindset. And, you know, when you got to be able to beat your heroes, right? You don't need to be on the same team with him. I want you to. No, I'm joking. I'm messing. You're
not. You know what? Honestly, I think like the thing is, rappers are so like. I know rap is competitive, but like I think the real sense of all this competition in rap comes from like I feel like a lack of like self-assurance.
Yeah.
In which I have, like, you know what I mean, I know I'm great. Like I would never have to destroy somebody else to prove like I'm epic. At least in the world of art, you don't have to do that. In sports, you definitely got to do that. You got to posterize somebody to show like you're the truth, you know?
Yeah.
But in music, I always feel like, you know, I'm epic because of what I do. Like I don't need to like, destroy somebody else to prove like I'm, you know. Okay. So if I had that opportunity to like, merch Drake for this Grammy or do a collab album with Drake and like have like 6 number ones, probably I would.
No, Drake don't have 6 number ones. I respect that. But that's man, I actually really do appreciate that approach, because that's the same thing in basketball. It's like, there's a competitiveness where you obviously want to win, but also teaming up and working together with someone that you respect, and that's great to get to the top, is also just as gratifying. So
yeah,
I'm glad to hear you say that. It was a test and you passed.
Yes.
So one more time before I let you go, give me one of those moments that you had where you're like, is this real? Is this surreal? Now, and again, a lot of people can have it later on. Like you could have already had X amount of success. You could already have X amount in your bank account. Like you have a surreal moment where you go back to being 17 and you were like, I would have never guessed.
Damn. Let me think. You know, there's a couple moments like that pop into my mind, so I really want to be like specific with like the one I picked, but I would say probably the one that connects like the little kid in me the most is, you know, when I was like 16, I really, really wanted to be a rapper one day, you know, when I was like 15, 16. And one of the people I looked up to the most was Big Sean. Like Big Sean was like one of my like favorite rappers, you know. He had the song called Super Duper Lemonade, which I covered and became Super Duper Kyle, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
okay.
I was like really such a Big Sean fan, and like the distance from me being like a 15-year-old watching him on YouTube to like him being a massive superstar was just so far. And like and this is recently, I went to his house to hear his like new album. He had like texted me and invited me to kick it with him. And so I go to like Big Sean's, you know, mega mansion, and I'm like in there kicking it with him, and he's just playing me his new album, asking me my opinion on like his songs, which doesn't even make sense to me, you know, in the moment. And I'm like sitting there as like I'm sitting there, and I feel like when I look in the mirror, I'm looking at like the 15-year-old version of myself. And then he has like these massive speakers, right? These two huge speakers. And he hands me an aux cord and it's like, yo, I want to like hear like some of your stuff. And like usually he stands sort of in the middle of those speakers and just like raps all his words as he's playing his songs. And so I stand up and I plug in the aux and I play this one record that's going to be the intro to the album that like I'm playing it for him. And me and Big Sean are just standing next to each other, and he's just like losing his mind to this song I played, like going up. And I'm like, wow, like what, you know, if I would have looked that 15-year-old in the face right then when he was watching Big Sean on YouTube and was like, yo, one day y'all two are going to be like in the studio turning up to some song and he's going to tell you how fire it is. And it's going to be insane. You know, I wouldn't have believed that person. So
Hey,
that was probably, that was a real crazy moment.
Man, and that would be a crazy moment for most artists, man. So, man, congratulations on everything that you're doing, man, and all the love that you have for all the future success. Up your Instagram, dog. There was a lot of funny stuff on there, man. That means
I got you.
You understand that, man. Like get to that 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 million, man. The only way to do that is to put out content and to keep doing what you're doing on Wax, man. So congratulations, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Hey, Richard, thank you, bro. You're the truth. Thank you for not only you know, talking music and sports with me. Thank you for the advice on IG. I gotta get my content booming, okay?
Content up, dog.
And if you're ever trying to run COD, I'll literally text you my gamer tag.
You got my number. Send me your gamer tag. I'll add you because I'm probably gonna get on right now because this is pretty much the end of my day. I work out. I shave my face and head to make sure it's extremely shiny for this IG live. I do my research, drink my coffee. I shout out to individuals like yourself, and then my day is done.
All right, lit. All right, cool. Boom. Perfect. I ain't got nothing else to do either. We'll play. I'm going to hit you.
All right, for sure. All right.
All right, later, man. Thank you.
Everybody, go check it out.
Woo.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.